Time Splitters was a great game. See, I was Final Fantasy X, Grand Theft Auto 3 would really pretty much change the entire fucking gaming platform when it came out. See, I was in between. I bought a PS2 when I graduated, so I remember that era. I didn't play too many. See, PS2 had a lot of those. Like, even PlayStation did. Like Crash. Everybody was trying to be the next Mario type platform, like platforming game. I never really got into those. Like Ratchet and Clank, whatever. I played for a while. There was another one too, along those lines, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Because Ratchet and Clank is the one with like they used to have the commercials with all the guns and stuff like that. But I thought there was another one too for PS2. There's a platformer, and I can't remember what it was. But I bought a PS2 for my graduation right before I went to college. So that was 2001. Bought NBA Live and thought it was the greatest thing ever. But yeah, Ratchet Clank. Yeah, it was a third-person platformer shooter, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I could say it was more of a platformer. Really? I don't know. I don't know what you would classify Crank. Why do I keep calling it Crank? Ratchet and Crank. But I'm gonna argue with you one time, only one time. Because I did like the PS2, and believe me, with all the games that were on there, Guitar Hero, all that fun jazz, yeah, absolutely amazing platform. Tons and tons of games. Love it. Love the system, not down in it. But if there's one system that if I had to die, if I was like stuck in a room for the next 15 years, and I could only have one system, Sega Dreamcast, baby. Sega Dreamcast. Still the greatest system ever. And they fucked it up by not putting a DVD player in, but it was the first console that was going up online. Godfather to Xbox Live. That fucking VMU. NFL 2K. Oh, it was like having an arcade in your house. That's what I compared the Dreamcast to. You used to go to the arcade, and you'd see everybody with quarters, and you'd be like, dude, that's what I want in my house. And then Crazy Taxi came out. Marvel vs. Capcom came out. You had Power Stone. That was kind of the same thing as like, whatever Nintendo's one is. I'm a Dreamcast lover, man. I love that. I love that system. Graphically and just fun-wise, it was awesome. Yeah, you got a GameCube, see? Yeah. I bought Angel a game. No, I didn't buy Angel a GameCube. I bought her mother a GameCube back in the day because she wanted to play. She used to play Spyro on Xbox. She wanted, and then there was like a new Spyro or something like that that came out on the Cube. She said, I want that. I want to play that. So I bought a GameCube. I think I have 3 GameCubes in my collection. One blue, one silver. I think, no, I think I have 2 blue ones and 1 silver. Like the purple one or whatever that came out, like the original. I was not a huge like Nintendo 64. Like, I mean GoldenEye, yeah. But I don't remember, that was like senior year. That wasn't my senior year. That was like freshman year of high school. And my buddy had Nintendo 64 with GoldenEye, and we used to just get fucked up like every fucking weekend. We just fucking smoke all weekend long and play GoldenEye. That's all we did, man. Freshman in high school. That's all we did. I was pretty much a loser stoner right there. I was 14. Didn't know any better. But I didn't get into like.
The ritual is done, and we've got one less machine priest
Yep.
in the world.
That's because that game was both like that first and third person. You could like zoom in with the ball and like go around, and then you pop out, and it was first person. And the controls were kind of wacky, but after you got used to it, yeah, dude. Metroid was pretty innovative, especially on the GameCube. You can't forget, probably the most innovative game on the GameCube, at least in my eyes, because I wasn't a huge GameCube person. I would say it would be Resident Evil 4. That changed a lot too, that over the shoulder. That changed, that turned a lot of heads, and graphically for the GameCube, you're like, how in the hell is that possible? And see, that's why, man, you're looking for a game that was all those above. I remember playing Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider on my dad's. I don't even know what the brand name was or what company name it was, but it was a Pentium 100, first computer we had in the house, and he had bought, of course, Doom, with all that, like 8 floppy disks. Me and Brad were talking about this the other day. When we first played Doom, it came on, what, 8 floppy disks or whatever like that? Get off me, dude. And then he bought Tomb Raider, and I still remember the box for Tomb Raider. It was like the triangle one or whatever like that. It was like boom, boom, and then it was up top, and Tomb Raider. Looked like a tomb. And it was on PC, and it ran on a Pentium 100. It ran like shit. We thought it was cool. During that time, you didn't know it was cool, so... I think I already have all my assassin missions. 8 floppy disks. Yep. It's just crazy to think about it nowadays. You're like, what the fuck? And we thought that was cool. No, I love talking about all this because that's exactly what it is. It brings up memories, puts you in a timeline. Kind of remember everything, and you're like, damn. That's why the physical copy of a game. That's why I like it too. Like I'll sit and I'll look at my games or whatever like that are in my collection and remember the times I had and like where I was, who I was playing with, what was going on, those type of deals. It's like a fucking picture of time, you know. That's why I love collecting the same way. Not really sure what I'm doing right now. I need to get out of it. I need to go back to orbit here because I need some more different things. Yeah, dude, absolutely love it. There's some 360 games on there. I still remember walking into Target because I bought my PS2 at Target. I bought my Xbox 360 when it first came out over Craigslist because it was a long story. But I still remember walking into Target and watching COD 2 on Xbox 360 and just seeing that huge, like, graphical jump from, I want to say Dreamcast to Xbox, but I think it was PS2 to Xbox 360. And just looking at the graphics of COD 2 and just going, wow. Like the environments and all the people running, and you were like, holy shit, dude, that looks so awesome. Yeah, see? I don't know how TV shows. I mean, I remember back when we were kids, dude. Television shows were not that popular. Like you had fucking sitcoms and shit that your parents fucking watched or whatever like that, and daytime talk shows. Like there weren't any television shows that came out on video cassette. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because television shows, at least in my eyes, sucked back then. You know what I'm saying? Like now you can buy pretty much a box. Oh my goodness, the box set of any TV show that comes up. And then Netflix just released their, you can now watch offline. You can download and watch their movies offline as well. I don't know if you can burn them. But we used to do that too. Me and my buddy that I lived with, we'd do like the 7 DVDs or whatever like that from Netflix, and then we'd copy them all. Yeah, see, I was an Xbox 360 that entire time. PS3 just never did it for me. And I think the reason was, the biggest reason was it was like, what, $700 when it came out? I was like, dude. And it looked cool, but the first generation PS3 that came out with the fucking football size fucking system, it just wasn't attractive to me at all. And then the price tag, you're like, dude, no, I ain't doing that. I don't care if it's free or not. Like online stuff, I'm like, I'll stick to 360. I know a lot of people swore by their PS3s, but you probably did the same thing. Like, you probably swore by your PS3 that it was the shit. Like, I didn't buy a PS3 until, I want to say, almost 2 or 3 years into Xbox 360. Yeah, PS3 had the Blu-ray, that's why it was so expensive. But at that time, you could buy a Blu-ray player from fucking Best Buy for $100 too, $150. It was a piece of shit, but at least it fucking worked, you know. It wasn't as like buy an Xbox, you get a DVD player, you know, for less price or the same price. It was like pay $800 for this brand new Blu-ray player that's actually more expensive than the system or the gaming system.
We still have much to learn about Oryx.
It was fine, like. Plus, it was during that genre too, where they weren't sure if it was going to be Blu-ray or HD DVDs. Remember that? Fucking Xbox came out with Xbox 360 came out with that little fucking hard drive for HD DVDs. And then the industry was like, fuck that. Blu-ray all the way, sorry. We're not going to have 2 of these things. Sorry, guys. Let's get that back. Is that up there? Let's get you up. Let's get you up. Let's get you up. Well, they didn't die until like 2012, yeah, but the industry had already chosen like what side they were going to go off of. Like that HD DVD drive that Microsoft was like, yeah, about as successful as the Zune or whatever like that. Remember that? When Microsoft was like, we're going to take on Apple. Here's our iPod. The Zune. So funny, like during that time, which one's going to win? And now we consider an MP3 player an iPod. So Zune never caught on. can't believe I'm thinking about all this stuff. It just comes back like a wave sometimes. He's got big titties and a flashlight, dude. Come on, look at that. He's got 2 of them, just in case. I bought your shader. Your Iron Man shader. It just doesn't look too good on him, though. I don't have the helmet right for it. I think that's probably yours. Line Dancer? I don't know, I thought it was cool. I was running with it on my Warlock. It looks a lot better. Yeah, whatever.